Hey guys, how are ya? I'm not sure if this is gonna work or not. I'm pulling a live from my phone, so who knows? We'll see if anybody's up right now. I should have brought my coffee over here. See if I can reach it. Kinda, sorta. Welcome everybody. Hey Joanna, what are you doing? How's it going? How's school? Hi Kiralee. Hi Malachi. How are you guys? I'm doing a live from my phone. There is Cindy Lauper. And clear up top there in the tree is Templeton. Can't really see him. See if I can zoom in. I don't think I can zoom in for some reason. Hi, Bertie. Welcome. So great to see you. Yeah, I know. I tell you, this sickness has been going around with everybody, and I'm so sorry for everybody who's been sick. I thought I would do a quick chit chat. It's not going to be too long, guys, because I'm holding this up, um, with my hand here, so it's not going to last too long. Hi, Amy. How are you? I was thinking of you today, and I need to call you and catch up. I got the fire going. um, I love that heater. I just do. Since we don't have a real fireplace, that will do. This is Mr. Peppa. He is our oldest cat, him and Salt, Salt and Peppa. They're going to turn 9 in April. So, yeah. And I hear somebody scraping their paws on the wall. Oh, yeah. Uh, you know, Somebody's doing their duty and got done. And yeah, we got to try to remedy that issue. I don't know what we're going to do, but yeah, if you hear that noise, it's a cat scraping the wall with their paws, trying to clean themselves. So that's fun. Hey, Ashley, how are you? Yeah, I tell you what, I just love the ambiance of this heater, if nothing else. And you can make it to where the heater's not being, you know, used, just it's lit up. So I love the different features like that. So the cats are moving around kind of slow because it is bedtime, the normal bedtime. I just got through feeding them and they're all good. And I didn't get my walk today. The reason being is because after I got done with the show, I had to sweep the floor and put away some things because my youngest daughter and her husband came to see me, and I took them out for supper. And so we had a light supper because they were going to meet up with my son in law's college buddies over in a little town called Angola, Indiana. So they stopped over here to see me first, and that made my whole entire night. Oh, thank you, Malachi. I'm glad your little kitten is doing good, Ashley. I tell you, animals bring such joy, don't they? You know, I don't know if you can hear, but the Washer and dryer's going, and so is the dishwasher. So, I was on cleaning duty tonight after I got back visiting my kids. And I just walked around the house, even though, cleaning the house, of course, it's not all clean, it's very cluttered. Um, there's lots of things to put away still, but I just walked around being so grateful to God for my house. I just love this house. I love the room. I love the space that it gives me and the cats to just run around if we want. And it just made me in the best mood tonight, along with, like I said, seeing the kids tonight. So I wanted to know how your day went. Currently, I am drinking my cup of decaf coffee here. I don't have the hard stuff. I don't want to get loaded up tonight. I'm just drinking some coffee. But I got the decaf, and Bob kind of got a little bummed. And I'm like, hey, sometimes we need the decaf. Yeah, animals are so great, aren't they? I wasn't sure how many people would be on tonight, but I just thought I would do a quick little, chat and see how you guys were doing, see what was up with you guys. Had a good little auction earlier today. Oh, that's awesome, Carolee. Did you take your walk? Oh, good, Bertie. I'm glad. You work so much. Yeah. There's Miss Wobble, my little fat cat who's so cute. Right, Wobby? Come here, Wobbs. Come here. She's looking at me because I called her name. Come here, Wobbs. Come here. No, she don't want to be on camera right now. Oh, you took 2 walks. There you go. Another day with more issues with Dad's. Oh, I'm so sorry, Amy. I'm so sorry. I hope that gets straightened out soon, Amy. I know you've been having issues with that. How's Lewis doing, Amy? Was froze at the beach earlier, metal detecting, but had fun. Oh, I tell you, Malachi, one day I want to do that. One day I want to do that. I think it would be fun. It's like a scavenger hunt, but yet it's a mystery scavenger hunt, right? Because you don't know what you're going to discover. And tomorrow I'm going to work on our vegetable garden. Oh, Carolee, I bet you're going to be so stoked to be able to do that. Lewis is good. That's good. I can't wait, guys, till I do a garden. There is Mr. Blackie, my quiet little sweetheart. Blackie is just the sweetest cat ever. Salt and Peppa's baby. That's Blackie. And he's one of our big giant cats, but he is such a good, sweet cat. And he's got the most gorgeous eyes, the gorgeous green eyes. It's snowing. Oh, no. No wonder it's freezing over here. Oh, yeah. I agree. Starting a new hobby, I think is so much fun. And, it just it creates a new kind of joy, you know what I mean? Dad is doing good, just not liking the care he is getting at the nursing home. I'm sorry, Amy. That can be tough. That can be so tough. Bob, please be careful on the roads. I get worried. I get worried about him being in the snow. I love snow too, Carolee. I think it's gorgeous. I really do. And, up in our neck of the woods, we're always prepared for snow in the winter, of course. Um, and I think snow is beautiful. I wish there was a way we could have snow, but I wish it could be in, 70-degree weather. Oh, you're in Joliet. Okay, Bob. So you're there already. Okay. Well, yeah, I just thought I would come on here and say hi to everybody because I hadn't had a moment to make a different kind of video lately. And I also wanted you guys to see my cats walking through. Like I said, there's Mr. Black on the rug. There's Mr. Tempy Tamp up there, Templeton. I don't know about you pet lovers, but do any of you call your animals all kinds of names? We do. Templeton, I call him Tempy Tamp. Tempe, Templeton, obviously, just, and then Blackie, I call him Black. I call him my Black Ninja. You know what I mean? Wobble, I call her Wobble Tina. Wobbs, you know what I'm saying? Like they all have, it's a wonder they come to all their names because they have like 50 different nicknames, each one of them. Oh, thank you. Thank you, Carol Lee. This room right here gives me such a sense of peace. That heater, Bob bought it without me knowing he bought it. And as soon as he lit it up and we got it, I said, what a blessing. That makes me so peaceful and zen to have that fireplace heater. It just literally zens me right out. When I'm having a long day or when I'm having a day where things aren't going so well or I'm bummed out, I come in this room and it just literally sends me into a peaceful zone, Oh, you do that with your kid, Birdie? Yeah, exactly. I have nicknames for my kids too. I call Winnie Pie at times, and my parents' dog Happy Dappy. Yeah, there you go. My ginger tomcat was called many names for stealing food out of the fridge. He could open it. I love it. I love it, Malachi. He could open. You know what? Animals are so smart, aren't they? It's amazing. You call your cat all kinds of names. Okay. Well, I'm glad I'm not the only one. I'm in good company then. Another thing I wanted to mention is sometimes when we're having a bad day, for whatever reason it may be, maybe we're just bummed out, maybe we're sad, maybe we're upset, or things aren't going exactly right or the way we want them to go. Sometimes you can, when you find like a happy place, hopefully there's some kind of happy place in your home. Or, sometimes it takes going outside, maybe to your garden, maybe outside sitting on your porch swing out on the front porch. Maybe it's going out on your deck. Maybe it's going down into your basement or your man cave or your woman cave. Go to that place, whatever place makes you happy, and turn on your favorite music. Maybe get a good book to read. Maybe, get out the Bible or whatever form of faith that you practice. Maybe it takes going to that happy place and maybe getting on the phone and calling a friend. And, I just love that. I love coming to my happy place and finding some kind of peace, some kind of joy, some kind of blessing. And hi, Angie. How are you? Oh, you got the bed sheets today. Awesome. You love them. I'm so glad, Angie. I love those sheets. I thought they were incredibly gorgeous. Um, yeah, this room right here, I have to admit, it gives me peace. There's little Cleo. We call her Cleo. Her name is Cleopatra. Um, but she hardly ever gets called Cleopatra. And she likes her Blackie. She usually goes over there and bathes him, and because they're the same kind. They're both little. We call them our little Black Panthers. And Peppa, he's our tiger cat, so we call him our little tiger boy. We just do. Anyway, back to the subject. See, I'm getting all ADD. Don't, I don't mean to, but sometimes we have those days where we need a happy place. We need a place to go. Sometimes we need to phone a friend, that lifeline, that person that can help us through problems or hard patches in our life, or just we're in a funk and we don't know why. And, I have to say, my friends are such a blessing to me personally. You're going back to bed. Okay, Joanna. I will wish you tons of luck, Joanna, but I know you are going to be fine because you are very smart. You're very talented. And I know you can do this. You can get through that midterm. You can, Joanna. You're going to ace it. Okay. I'll be praying for you. I tell you what, I'm so thankful for my friends, people who have been on my channel for a long time, whether it's a long time, a short time. Maybe you only been with me for a few months. Maybe you've been with me for 3 years. Whatever it's been, I just have to say, one of my quote unquote happy places is friendships. The friendships I have with people, both on camera, off camera, friends that I have in my real life. What a blessing you all have been to me, and other friends that are not here tonight. Sometimes things can get very hectic and very chaotic and very dramatic. As you guys can see, I don't accept drama on my channel, no matter who it is. And if they cause drama, that's not the kind of person I can hang with. You know what I'm saying? Dramatic, drama-filled people, angry people, people with bitterness and rudeness. I just cannot be around those people. I am a happy, easygoing person. I like to have fun. I like to cut up. I like to joke around. And when you are in any kind of place, whether it's a live stream, whether it's an auction, whether it's in your own home, whether it's on the phone with a friend, you can't allow yourself to be around those kind of people, people that might be filled with hate or, like I said, bitterness or whatever, drama. It just doesn't work, does it? And you can't be happy when you're having to try to avoid or bypass or ignore that kind of talk. It's hard, you know? And so thank you, Angie. Not my circus, not my monkeys. Yeah, exactly. I just found that, I didn't just find this, but for me personally, the people that are in your circle at all, You are choosing these people, unless you're a little kid and it's your family and it's not like you can exactly move out. When you're an adult, you have to choose what kind of people you hang with. You have to choose what kind of people are your friends and will remain your friends and be your friends and stick with you. You can't just choose whatever person walks across your path. You know what I'm saying? You got to be choosy these days. Some people are just out for vengeance. They're out to take something from somebody. Anymore, it seems like that's just the case anymore. It's just sad. And I keep thinking about those kind of people. I understand hurt people, but that's an excuse. Just because you're hurt inside by something or someone or some situation in your life doesn't mean you take it out on somebody else, you know? Hi, Francine, how are you? Welcome. And for me, I have to keep the people in my circle that actually belong there. The people that get me, that understand me, that know my truth, that know what buttons to press and what buttons not to press, and they stick by you. Now, it doesn't mean that anybody in your circle, no matter whether it's relatives, spouses, girlfriends, boyfriends, friends, neighbors, whoever, it doesn't mean that you're always going to see eye to eye. But it means at the end of the day that even when you don't see eye to eye, you can agree to disagree and you can still be friends. You can still love each other. You can still hug each other. You can still talk nicely to each other. You don't go behind the other person's back and talk negative or mean or hateful. And the people that can do this with me are my people. They're the people in my circle that I rely on the most, you know? Oh, thank you, Francine. Things are good. Bob, you're not leaving my circle. Bob's being a dork now. You're in my circle, buddy. I'm holding you hostage. You're just there forever, so I hope you like it. But I found that real friends, they can read you like a book, and I don't know about you guys, but this is just an example, when I'm watching a video, and it doesn't have to be necessarily, and I'm talking YouTube, it doesn't necessarily have to be an auction. It could be, some of these channels, it could be a cooking segment, it could be a scrapping segment, it could be, baseball trading card segment. It could be any kind of video, whatever video you watch. Let's say it's live. I don't know about you, but when I go to somebody's live, number one, I want to feel welcome. I want to, number two, feel a good, friendly vibe with everybody. I don't like going into a live where it kind of feels stuffy and nobody really talks to me. It's just seems kind of dead. Maybe the chat isn't hyped up or whatever it is. I also like to, if it's a channel that I go to all the time, I start to, after you've been there a while, you kind of start to study the person, right? You start to study how they talk, what they say, things that they might repeat, the way they say things. You can definitely pick up on their character. You can pick up on whether they're happy, sad, mad, whatever. But you can start to pick up, especially if you see them every day, you can start to pick up, you know, how they are as a person because you really start to get to know them. And, you always have a vibe with them. Oh, Cleo just got a little angry because she does not like Wobble. Wobble used to chase her all the time. And now Wobble has settled down and she holds a grudge. My panther cats, they hold grudges. And so if one of these cats has ever done anything to them, like with Cleo, she will growl and kind of whack at them, even if they don't do anything, because she holds a grudge. But anyway, yes, Malachi, and that's the thing. I going back to this happy place and like watching people. I feel like when you watch anybody's live, like I said, it doesn't have to be an auction. I know we all tend to think an auction. No, any kind of live segment that you guys watch. Let's say it's somebody you watch frequent. Do they give you joy? Do they make you happy? Do they make you feel welcome? Do they smile? Do they look like they're having a good time? Do they are they entertaining? Are they lighthearted? Are they easy to get along with? Are they funny? Are they anything that you are looking for? If not, if they are giving you bad vibes, if they are not talking nicely, and if they are not welcoming, why would you stay? Why would you stay in somebody's company that maybe they're abrasive? Maybe they act like they know everything. They act like they're all that. They act like they're innocent and everybody else is guilty and they're not human. They're basically a perfect person. Why would you want to hang out in somebody's live like that? I don't know, but there are those lives, and I've heard different people talk about, the drama channels. I don't even lurk in those kind of channels because if you stay too long, what happens? You get sucked right into that world, whatever world of drama it is. And I don't want to give any time, effort, space in my life for drama. I have to cancel it out. And if drama comes my way, it has to go. And that's the way I am. Our words are clues of what is inside of us. Exactly. Exactly, Carol Lee. You know, mind you, we are all imperfect people. We're not always going to be happy 100% of the time, all the time, every time. And people who do live content, it's true. I do it so much that it's second nature, right? Obviously, there may be times that an unhappy moment occurs. Generally, obviously, when I come on the screen, I'm happy. Unless maybe I was in the back room and maybe there was an issue going on right before, or maybe whatever. Somebody comes into my channel and causes drama. Obviously, that's something we all have to deal with, and we have to boot them out of there. It's not pleasant. It's not fun. It's not a good time. It's not something you look forward to. I don't know. Maybe some people look forward to booting people out of their channel, but I don't. It's just not a good time. And I don't blame you, Malachi. Anymore, you have to be careful. There's channels that, like I said, I tell you what, there's so much drama. There's enough drama for all of the United States, it seems like. And it's not necessary. I always think of it this way. I've been told so many times from people that when they come to my channel, most people are looking for some kind of escape. Now, I don't mean necessarily that their life is terrible and the only escape that they can go to is a live auction. I don't mean that. I realize there are some people that are in that really bad situation, but I'm talking about an escape from maybe the daily mundane things. Maybe you want to break from cleaning. Maybe you want to break from dishes. Maybe you want to break, you're at work, and on your break, you need a different thing to look at. So you turn on an auction. Maybe you're going through a divorce. Maybe you're going through some kind of hardship. Maybe you're cooped up a lot. You don't get out of the house. And YouTube is really your only social encounter that you ever have, right? Uh, Bob, I there you go, Angie. Yeah, now Angie goes through tremendous pain. And sometimes I totally understand that, Angie. Sometimes you turn on YouTube and you just want to distract yourself, if nothing else, from pain, from, like I said, a hardship, maybe a bad situation, maybe some ugliness in some way has entered your life. Maybe someone turned your life upside down and you need to recenter yourself, you need to distract. Or maybe it's your, instead of reading a book, like calming down for the night by reading a book, you choose to jump on somebody's live. Like I said, maybe not an auction, maybe somebody's chit chat video, maybe, like I said, any of the other types of videos. Um, make sure that whoever that you are watching is somebody that's constructive, not destructive. If you are watching someone who is destructive and trauma filled and hateful and resentful and moody and bitter and ugly and nasty, um, you do realize that the more you watch that, it's going to eventually seep into you. You may not see it at first, but before you know it, little things, all of a sudden, you're going to start turning a little grumpy here and there. All of a sudden you're going to bite at your husband or your wife, or you're going to maybe jump at somebody who wasn't really doing nothing wrong. And maybe you're not even going to notice it. But you have to understand that it's bound to happen. The more you watch or even lurk on people's channels that create that kind of environment, eventually it's going to come down the pipeline and it's going to come down to you. It will. And so when you are looking, hi, Shirley. I take part as I enjoy fellowship and to relax, have a chat, and a giggle lifts me up. Exactly. I find when I am uplifting others helps me forget about my pain. There you go, Angie. And Angie, I have to say this about you, and it's not to butter you up. It's not. I don't say anything unless it's the truth about people. And you, my friend, are one of those people that, because I've known you for a little while now in this whole YouTube world, you go through so much pain, but for the most part, many of us would never know that you're going through that pain because you don't come off as being in that pain. You're happy. Your chit chats are you have a very calming way. Oh, there goes Wobble and Cindy. That's I got chaos enough over here, as you can tell. I have Wild Kingdom going on. But anyway, see, ADD kicks in and I go back. But anyway, you really have that way where you can, the attitude that you exude, you come off as a person that is happy, that um, enjoys her life, loves her children, her grandchildren, her husband. And it's really exemplary on your part that you have that knack of um, not showing your inner pain and your outer pain, your physical pain. And that's very hard to do, but you definitely have that knack. And, I think it's great, Angie, that because your words of wisdom are such a help to so many people. Hi, Leslie. How are you? Well, you're welcome, Angie. And like I said, I honestly, when I say something, I I mean it. I really believe in that phrase. Let's put it this way. One of my mottos from years and years ago go like this: say what you mean and mean what you say, unless you're joking around. Because I joke around a lot. So that's obvious. When you're joking around, you don't necessarily mean what you're saying. But if you're being for real, if you're being serious, say what you mean and mean what you say, for heaven's sakes. Don't butter people up. Don't say something if you don't mean it about that person. It can come back to haunt you. And when I give a compliment, I actually mean it. I actually do. Um, or if I say something about your character that is a fact, it's because it's a fact. So, hi, Tammy. How are you? Yeah, it's great to see you. I just want to say that, like I said, I when I go to somebody's channel, I want to feel warm, welcome. I want to have fun. I want to, when the person is serious, I want it to be something of value to me. Um, like I said, I also go to people's channels to go to my happy place sometimes. Sometimes I want to break. I just got through, putting the clothes in the washer or the dryer. I just did dishes and I'm sitting down to relax. So I want to turn on YouTube and I want to find somebody who is going to, lift me up, make me happy, maybe give me an encouragement, maybe do something funny that'll make me have one of those big belly laughs. I love that. I love finding people like that. You're leaving, Bob? Oh, you got to go back to work. Okay, love you, Bob. Wobble says hi, and she was going to drink my coffee. Hi, Wobbs. Honey, you can't have my coffee. It is decaf, but it's not going to be good for you, okay? Oh, you want to play? Want to play? Wobby. Anyway, I just wanted to put that out there that, you know, I think it's a waste of our time and our lives to do anything, cross out YouTube, but to go anywhere, to view anything on TV, on YouTube, anything, go to anybody's channels, go to anything that is negative that is going to make you feel bad or feel nauseous or feel unwelcome or feel unhappy. Or, what's the point in going to somebody's channel who's going to get you all angry and worked up? Thank you, Ashley. I think sometimes, like I said, we have to be mindful of what we see, what we view, what you hear and what you see. I remember that Sunday school song we used to sing when I was a little kid: be careful, little eyes, what you see. Be careful, little mouth, what you say. Be careful, little ears, what you hear, because the Father up above is looking down below. So be careful, little eyes, what you see. It's a really cute song, but it's stuck in my head all these years because it's so true. What we view, what we see, what we listen to, should we really be viewing it? Should we really be listening to whatever that is? And like I said, I'm talking TV, I'm talking in our real worlds. Um, have you ever been in a situation, I'm sure we all have, where maybe two people are fighting back and forth? And I hate being around people that argue. I hate it. I just absolutely, I got to get away from it, or I got to get them to somehow stop it. I don't like to hear people argue. Like, it's annoying. I don't want to listen to it. I don't, um, whatever the situation is, I never understand why adults, especially, can't sit down and talk like adults about something that's bothering them or making them upset or making them angry. I had a friend not long ago, and I there was something that bothered me that had to do with my friend, and I called her up. I don't like texting. I don't like emailing. I hate emails. I hate texting. I'm from old school. I like picking up that darn phone and giving somebody a call. And so I called this person and I said, "Hey, so and so, I just wondered if you had time to have a talk with me." And she's like, "Sure, Dawn." And I said, "Well, there's something on my mind. It's been bothering me for a while, and I just didn't have the words because I don't want to upset you, and I certainly want to stay friends. I don't want our friendship to end, but there is something that is bothering me, and I wondered if we could talk." And so we had this wonderful phone call. Now I know what you're thinking. How could that be wonderful if it was something that was bothering you? I'll tell you why it was wonderful. Because this person was an adult, but she was a grown up as well as an adult. There is a difference. There's millions and billions of adults in this world, but there's not very many grown-ups in this world. You know what I'm talking about. I'm talking about grown folks who sit down and discuss whatever it is that's bothering them instead of letting it fester, getting upset, getting pissed, losing your mind, lunging after someone, and going nuts and crazy and looking like a psychopath. There's no need for that. You're not a grown up. You're an adult, but you're not grown. Um, Anymore, I look at the world, cross out YouTube, because I know you guys are probably all thinking, "Oh, she means YouTube people." No, I'm talking people in my real world. I'm talking people that I see out in the real world, not just YouTube. Yes, YouTube people as well, but I'm talking about everybody nowadays, society. Um, there's too many people out there that can't take a second, count to 10, sit down, take a breather, maybe count to 10 more than once, calm down, and make that phone call like I did with one of my friends. I tell you what, not only did we have an adult, grown up conversation and we worked it out, but at the end of it, we were telling each other how much we loved each other because we are legitimate friends. We love each other enough to work it out, whatever it is, you know? Exactly, Angie, and I understand that too. There are some people, and I'm talking my own family as well. I have had to disconnect with certain family members. It was very unhealthy for me because they lacked a grown up brain. Um, they act like children and they don't want to progress in their relationship with me. It's they feel that obviously it's okay to throw that relationship away. Yeah, I have some real relatives in my real world that have basically kind of thrown me away in so many words. And then there's also some relatives that I have that I had to step away from. Me personally, I had to walk away from them because they were toxic to me. And I have just learned that I have just learned that um, it's not good to be around anyone who's toxic. It doesn't matter. People, it could be a sibling, it could be a parent, it could be um, it could be your best friend, it could be another YouTuber, it could be your neighbor that you were really close to, maybe a grandparent that you always were close to, and then things got ugly, nasty, whatever. In some way, something got toxic. Um, a situation occurred. You know, I'm at the age, I don't know about you ladies and men, but I'm at the age where I have to keep my health number one intact because I'm not going to get into my health issues, but I am not supposed to be around stress. I am not supposed to be involved in stress. I am supposed to avoid stress at all cost. Um, and I know you guys know that I'm in a situation right now where stress has been dropped in on my lap as hard as it could. But I have to remove myself from that stress. I cannot be tied to any stress. It's not healthy for me. It's not mentally healthy for me either. Um, and shouldn't we all want to live our lives to the best of our ability? Don't we want to, think about this, guys. We could all go at any second. Right now, you could have a heart attack in your bed right this very minute, or your chair, whatever you're sitting or laying in, and you could be gone in a blink of an eye. What did you say for your last words before you went? Where were you? Were you in a toxic environment? Were you in a toxic relationship? Were you in a toxic conversation with somebody and that was your last moment on this earth? Well, my friends, I can't be around toxic people. It's not good for me and I won't. I won't do it. I've had to cut people off. And sure, some people are going to think, oh, that's mean, that's cruel. Well, you can go ahead and think that all you want. But I'm at the age where I'm grown. I have no tolerance for drama and stupidity and bitterness and envy and jealousy and rage and rudeness. I backstabbing. I can't be around it. I have to be around healthy, happy, fun, exciting, adventurous, down to earth, sometimes calming people. You know what I'm saying? I know what I want in life. I know what kind of relationships I want to have. And my relationships must exude those kind of traits. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I totally understand that, Shirley. I've had to do that many, many times. I I had a girlfriend in the real world, not YouTube at all. Um, she's a friend of mine, and Angie, believe it or not, she lived in, I don't know if she still does, but she lived in Mississippi the last I knew. We talked every night on the phone. I loved her. I thought the world of her. Um, we were single parents, and we kind of got each other. We both had been in a divorce. We both were in some terrible situations in life, and we had a connection. You know what I'm saying? And we were friends, and I won't get into the details. I won't be explicit with like the exact conversations or anything like that. But the situation got toxic because the conversation on her end got very toxic, very negative. And I had told her, it took me a while because I took it and I took it. And finally I had to say, uh, so and so, I really would like to change the subject. I really would like to talk about something else. And she kept bringing up this particular subject, this particular person, and she kept going on and on and on about it. I could not take it anymore. I kid you not, guys. Literally, I felt like I was going crazy because she just would not live in the present. She just kept living in the past. And I know a lot of people that are doing this lately. They keep their whole talk is about something from the past. They don't want to talk about the present life. It's always about the past in some negative way. And I'm telling you, thank you, Francine. Yeah, exactly. And I know Francine has been through some things. Ashley, you had a friend. Okay. Oh, I'm so sorry, Ashley. Malachi had a neighbor was in a rage at her husband was yelling so loud at him she gave herself a heart attack. See, that's what I'm saying, folks. Why is it so important to be the most negative, hateful, bitter person all the time? There's no need for it. You're not doing yourself any favor, and you yourself could have the heart attack. It just blows my mind. I don't understand why people have to live in Negativeville, Um, you bring yourself down, you take other people down, and you just don't give a flying, behind about it. Um, you know, we all go about our lives completely different than the next person. But I think everybody can agree on this one issue, which is not to live in a toxic relationship. It's never going to bode well with you. It's never going to make your health better. It's never going to make your job go better. It's never going to give you a good attitude. It's never going to make your relationship stronger. It's never going to give you any blessings in this world. Yes, Angie, I remember you talking about that. And boy, my heart, when you were talking about that, my heart definitely sunk for you. Um, I could just feel I was putting myself in your shoes at that moment, and I could just feel the hurt and the sadness that must have given you. And you know what good at the end of the day is it? to be so toxic and hardcore. Why? When you could turn around, just, you know what, release all that anger and strife and bitterness and that vengeful feeling where you got to go out and attack people verbally and sometimes physically. You know, release it. Get rid of it. You're only doing yourself the biggest disservice you will ever give yourself. Why not listen? If it's somebody you can't stand, you don't like them, you don't like what they said, did, both, whatever, then just wash your hands of them. Walk away, be done with it. Don't throw yourself into a tizzy, lose your marbles, and make not only that person's life that you're mad at, but everybody around you a total crazy person. You know, this is the problem with toxic behavior. It has a ripple effect. I'm telling you, if you honestly think you can get away with being toxic in your attitude, your mouth, your actions, if you honestly think it's only going to affect the person that you're mad at, you are so naive. It's a ripple effect. It goes down and down and down the line to the next person, to the next person. Hi, Leslie. Joanna. I, you know, I definitely have seen, especially, in my family, like I said before, I've seen such a big ripple effect with some toxic, toxic people. And it's such a shame because multiple people in the family are not talking. Because, the more that you tell this person, that person, eventually people start to pick sides, right? They're going to pick this person's side or that person's side. And usually it's nobody's business but just the two people that were involved. Now, yes, there are times when it's a situation that involves multiple people, but it's really even more horrible when there's a situation between two people and only two people, and it gets toxic and dramatic in somebody's avenue, and they take it to other people, and it winds up being a ripple effect. Why don't you want to live your last days being the happiest person you can be, living your life to the fullest, and being grateful to God for everything you have? Like I said, I was cleaning my house today. Something that I don't like to clean. Okay, mind you, I'm not one of those weirdos. You know who you are. You weirdos out there that like to clean. Oh, Dawn, I love to wash a good couple loads of dishes. Well, I can't relate to you, ma'am. Uh, I do not like doing dishes. That is one cleaning chore. I wish I could pay somebody to do it, by gosh. But today, the dishwasher is going right now. And I know you're saying dishwasher, you're not even wash. No, I have some dishes still that I have to hand wash. Okay. So I am actually old fashioned, uh, gonna be old fashioned dishwashing here after I'm done with you guys before I go to bed. So anyway, yeah, dishes is not my cup of tea. Now laundry, I don't mind. I'm not saying, "Oh, I love it. I just gotta do a load of laundry." No, I'm not that crazy, but I can do a load of laundry and I'm okay. I don't mentally go down a rabbit hole or something. But anyway, uh, oh, I'm sorry, Malachi, you're having trouble sleeping. Oh, Francine. Francine, I can tell you this much. You're a friend of mine, and I'm not saying this for any other reason than directly to you. I am willing and would love to be a listening ear for you, Francine. Everybody needs a listening ear, and it will stay between you and I. If you need a friend to call, Francine, I will take that phone call from you. I really will. I promise you. And I'm so sorry you're going through what you're going through, and I will definitely pray for you. Hi, Lissa. But until people have been a long term victim. Yes, Lissa, I have to agree. Yeah, narcissist. Oh, yeah, um, that's a whole nother person, right? Um, yeah, boy, narcissists can be a pain in the keister, can't they? Um, you know, I just, I really, people that, people that, no, I'm glad you added that, Lissa. Listen, this chat is for everybody. Um, it's for everybody. And if you guys want to jump in and say what's on your mind, please, please go ahead. When I'm mad, I go on cleaning rants. Kids used to disappear when they saw me racing about on mad cleaning rant. I used to do that too. Malachi, I used to do that all the time. I would get really quiet and I would go grab a dish rag and I'd start washing down the counters, whether they needed washed or not. I got out the sweeper, and you know how when you're mad cleaning, you get out the sweeper and you sweep really fast. It's like all of a sudden, it's like you're on cocaine and you're just running around the house and you're just in speed mode. I'm telling you, I've done that so many times. Yeah, yeah, I've been there. But I tell you what, I was cleaning today and I kept saying to myself, Lord, I'm so grateful for this house. I'm so grateful I get to clean a house, not an apartment, not something I felt trapped in for so many years. And I actually, believe it or not, was happy. I've been happy cleaning my house. Now, trust me, I don't like to clean. I don't actually like, if I could not clean at all, oh, I'd be the first one to get out of chores if I could. But obviously I can't. Obviously I don't just do auctions. I have to clean my house. I have to cook. I have to mop. I have to sweep. I have to do dishes. I have to do the whole nine. But I kept looking at blessings. I kept looking at, like I said, this ambiance that I got going on in my home tonight. And it gives me such joy, such peace. I'm in the biggest Zen mode I've been in the last couple days. And I so needed it tonight. And then I jumped on with you guys because I felt so good, you know? Oh, I hear you, Angie. Yeah. It's good to have you, Lissa, and you too, Tammy. Yeah, yeah, Francine, I definitely will be praying for you. And like I said, anytime you need to call a friend, I'm there for you. And um, it's hard, isn't it? It's hard to go through things when and sometimes you just feel overwhelmed. You feel like, man, how do I get out of this funk or this mood or somebody really um gave me kind of a bad day today. It's not always it's hard. It's hard to get through those days, and sometimes you don't have the answers and you don't know. I can tell you lately I have been finding different ways to get in my Zen mode. Like I said, right now it wasn't just being in my living room. I wanted to jump on with my friends and hang out. You know what I'm saying? I watched a 10-minute video today on how to clean a toilet. I learned a lot. Carefully. Oh my gosh, that's hilarious. No, I mean, no, I'm serious. No, it's true. You can learn a lot from these cleaning videos. I hear you, but oh, that struck me funny. Oh, I needed that laugh. Oh my gosh. Yeah. I see. Speaking of cleaning a toilet, I'm gonna get off the subject for a second. Carolee brought up the toilet, and I know you guys are like, "Why do we got to talk about toilets?" Don't worry, it's not bad. Um, but I seen this thing where to get out a clog in your toilet, that you can pour Coke down the toilet, and it's supposed to help remove the clog. Does that actually work? Has anybody ever tried that? Exactly, Angie. That's where I'm at in life. Like I said, bottom line, guys, there's a difference between being an adult and being grown. And I feel like if you're grow a grown adult is grown, meaning they've grown, they've matured, they've advanced. They don't act like a kid anymore. They don't act like one of those pissed off teenagers that just got on their menstrual cycle and they're mad at the world and their hormones are raging. And 1 minute they're laughing and the next minute they're mad at everybody and they're about to take off your head. You know what I'm saying? Was on a rant. Someone annoyed me so much one day, ranted to the Lord about her. When I finished, I heard him say, "Are you finished? I had patience with you, so you show patience to others." He was right. Exactly, Malachi. There you go, Joanna. I'm with you on that. Well, I'm not a Coke person, it'd be Pepsi, but I just wondered if it works. Coke helps remove lime scale and calcium deposits in toilet. Okay, you know what? I'm gonna try it. I'm gonna try it. Hey, Angela. Oh, it's so great to see you. How are you doing? I hope you're doing good this evening. Thank you, Francine. Thank you all for the thumbs up. There's 25 people in the chat. Wowzers. Thank you all for being here. Holy cow. I didn't know if I would get very many people tonight. I know well, what is it you guys' time? It's 11:39 p.m. here. I'm on Eastern time zone. I don't know about you all. Well, I do, some of you. But anyway, it's 11:39 here. I know with Malachi, Malachi, it's got to be early in the morning, isn't it, where you're at? Just use baking soda and vinegar. Oh, okay. Watch hours. Yeah, there you go. Yeah. 10:30. Okay, Tammy. 8:39 where Ashley's at. That's right, Ashley. You're Washington. I thought so, Malachi. I knew it was early in the morning. Malachi, let me say, friend, I so appreciate you for being here at 5:40 a.m. My gosh, you just, I tell you what, international friends, Joanna, Diane, Nikki King, all of you, Malachi, I know Pamela Early, all of you guys. I have to say, wow, you guys, when you're in any of my videos, it is so extremely early for you guys, and yet you're still here. I just want to say thank you, honestly. Not like I mean, obviously, I thank all of you USA people too. But man alive, you guys, Boy, that's loyalty. To be one of my international friends and be up this early. Um, Thank you so much for being here. Wow. Wow, wow, wow. Um, uh, Malachi, you guys should see her videos. She's got that wonderful accent. I just love Malachi. I know I've told you this before, but I'm going to tell you again. If you could just sit and talk to me with your accent, just sit and talk to me for like a whole, I wish I could just like every day do a video where you just sit there and talk to me. I would listen to it. You could say, you could read the dictionary, okay? You could just sit there and read the dictionary with your lovely accent, and I would sit there and listen to every word. I would, because I love it so much. Anyway, I'm getting so off track. Um, I just wanted to come on here and say that because I was in my happy place, I wanted to come on here and tell all of you guys how much I appreciate you. I really do. There's been a lot of negative energy lately, and I want to say this. I'm going to do my very best to keep out the negative energy. I have to. Um, when I do a live, I like to be the very best version of Dawn that I can be. You know what I'm saying? I don't want to be the best version of somebody else. I don't want to be I don't want to be toxic, and I don't want to be around toxic people, to put it blunt. I just I have to be around people who can speak joy, people who can speak happiness, people who can speak fun, people who can speak positive, people who can speak encouraging words to others. For me, I have to, in my household, and my children, I have to be around healthy, functional, grown adults. If you're just an adult and you're toxic as heck, I can't be around you. You know what I'm saying? I know, I'm a weirdo, Joanna. Yeah, that is very true, Lissa. I hope I'm uplifting. I mean, that's what I want to be. And I realize I'm not a perfect person. Guys, you've seen me enough to where you know I'm not perfect. I'm not saying every single time I've been on live, maybe I looked a little somber that day. Maybe I looked a little sad. Maybe there's been a time or two I've looked a little bit upset. Yes, that has happened, because I am human. I am not perfect, but I am not a toxic person where I sit around and all I do is talk bad, think bad, live around bad people, bad things, bad environment, bad situations, and I don't wallow in it and self absorb. I'm just not that type of person. And once I see any kind of toxic decay in my life, if it's a person, I got to take them out. I got to take them out of my life. If it's a situation, I got to get out of that situation. If it's a particular place I'm in, I got to get out of that place. I can't stay around it. There was one time years ago, I used to be around somebody that I really loved and cared about. And they were one of the most toxic people I had ever met in my entire life. But I loved them. And I kept using my love for that person as justification to stay in their life. Do you know what I'm talking about? He was a person that I just cared for deeply. But he was so terrible. He just was a terribly negative person. And I tell you what, I went down a journey with him. I went down to a dark place with him. He took me down, even though I thought I could rise above, even though I thought I could possibly even change him, even though I thought maybe I'd rub off on him. I'm here to tell you, if you are the positive person in the relationship, whatever it is, and I'm talking, it could be a friendship, it could be a relationship with a relative, it could be a spouse, it could be whatever, it could be a friendship. If you are the positive person, don't think for a second that if you stick around in that relationship with somebody who's toxic, that you're going to come out alive. I'm telling you, you won't. You will become a whole different person. And trust me, it's not going to be a good person. It's not. It's going to be, you are going to be the worst version of yourself that you could possibly be. Like I said, there's times where you got to cut the apron strings to that person. You've got to cut the ties. You've got to quit seeing them. You got to quit talking to them on the phone. You got to quit hanging out with them. You got to quit going and watching their videos on YouTube. Whatever it is, you got to stop it. Because if you don't, and you keep taking that in, and you think, oh, I'm just going to listen to this person, because a lot of times, I'll tell you this, the reason why people hang out with toxic people is they're nosy. They want to know why that person is mad at so and so. They want to know what the scoop is. They want to know what set them off. Well, it's really none of your business. And why do you need to know that so bad? Why is somebody's negative experience or person, why is that something you think you need to investigate in your life? You know what I'm saying? Hi, Scrap It All. Welcome. Bye, Joanna. I love you. I'm so glad you came. Thank you so much. Exactly, Lissa. Yeah. I mean, for me, I can't, like I said, YouTube people, if they're negative, if they talk bad about people, if they're nasty, bitter, I can't be around it. Um, I have to be around positivity, because like I said, once you open the door to a relationship with somebody who is toxic, guess what? You'll never be able to get them to leave, barely. Lots of times, sometimes you even have to fight for your life to get rid of them. So don't even open the door a crack to somebody who is nasty and bitter and mean and ugly towards people or animals or whatever. Because hang around them for too long, you watch their videos for too long, you are going to wind up opening up that toxic behavior into your own life, into your own body, into your own mentality and soul. And you're going to turn into the worst person you've ever been. And why would you want to do that? So, for me, like I said, I want to be around positive, happy people. I'm blessed tonight. The Lord has given me a wonderful home. I love my animals. I love my family, Bob, my kids, and I'm grateful. No matter what has happened to me, no matter what people have said about me behind my back, to my face, it's okay, because at the end of the day, I'm going to be all right. The good Lord above is looking out for me. He's going to keep me sane. I'm going to go on with my day, and I'm going to be around positive thinking people. I'm going to be around people that want to better themselves and be a grown up. But I tell you what, I don't want to listen to negative Nancy's. I don't want to listen. And I do want to say this one thing because I know you all have heard about a little bit about my dilemma going on YouTube. Although it has certain things have been broadcasted, you heard one side of the story. You didn't hear my side. And so if you believe one side of the story, then that's on you. I can't change that for you. It is what it is. But trust me, there is my side of the story. But here's the thing, I'm not going to go there. I'm just not. Okay. Some of what happened on YouTube, but some of it, a lot of it did not. And I'm not going there. I'm not going to give you my story. You want to know why? I'm not going to be put toxic words into the environment. I'm going to be happy. I'm going to move on with my life. I'm going to be a grown up, whether it kills me or not. You know what I'm saying? I'm moving on, and I'm moving on to bigger, better things. I'm going to get through this situation. I'm going to go and, you know, I hung out with my daughter and her husband tonight, and it was just a thrill. And I have too much to be thankful for. I have too many blessings in my life to let one person destroy me. So, I'm moving on. Hi, Joe. I hope you're feeling better. Thank you. Francine, thank you so much for coming in. Thank you so, so much. Um, you know, sometimes it's harder than not to keep somebody from stealing your joy. And it happens. We're all human. But don't let them steal your joy forever. You know what I'm saying? Some of what I'm saying tonight is honestly for me. I'm not saying it as if I'm preaching to you guys, because I'm not. I'm not a preacher. So I'm not preaching to you guys. I'm not telling you this because I think you guys have this problem or whatever. Like I said, I'm just speaking words that I'm telling myself lately. And yeah, that's about it. So I'm going to close this chit chat. And I want to tell you, I'm going to bed tonight being very blessed to have you as friends, blessed to have my home, my cats, my life, my kids, Bob. I feel very blessed. And no matter what's going on, I know that when I go to my happy place and I get amongst friends who are actually loyal and wonderful people, I feel like I'm kind of on top of the world. Even though I'm not, I feel like I am. You know what I mean? I feel a lot of happiness, and I feel, like I said, I'm in this very zen place, and I feel good going into tomorrow. I know that everything's going to be all right, one way or the other. And, it is what it is. And those of you that join me on my chit chats or my auctions or whatever kind of video, I want to personally say thank you. You have been a godsend, and I don't take it lightly, the joy you guys have given me. And that's one of the reasons why I'm happy tonight. So thank you for being a part of my life. And I hope that I can bring you some kind of joy. I hope I can make you smile sometimes. I hope that's what I want to do, if nothing else. I hope I can maybe give you words of encouragement. Maybe you're going through something yourself. But I just hope you take some of these words that I've said when we part ways tonight and I log off of here. I hope you let some of what I said marinate a little bit and think on these things, because we need to make our world, our real world, whether it's our family, our friends, or our world on YouTube. We need to make it better, not more hostile and toxic. So if you are one of the people that are making the world of YouTube a better place, then thumbs up to you. I appreciate it. Hugs to you. Thank you for making YouTube a better place. I am personally thanking you because there's such toxic behavior out there that it's hard to avoid, especially in YouTube. Wobble, come here. See, Wobble is sizing up Tempe. Come here, Wobbs. They're going to get in a fight. It's live TV here tonight. Hi, Wobble. Were you going to go after Tempe? That's not nice. Anyway, guys. Oh, Lissa. Oh, thank you, Lissa. I appreciate that. Thank you, Leslie M. Thank you, Malachi. Oh, awesome, D. I've missed you. It's great seeing you in here. I'm getting ready to close down the show, guys, because I'm on my phone. And guess what? I only have 11% battery life, so I gotta get off of here. Guys, D is going to be joining us back on Monday. Yay, yay, yay. Scrap it all. I so appreciate you as well. And guys, check out each other's channels. I have actually, like I said, I found Scrap It All through Mike, and it's so interesting, the world of scrapping. And I can't believe, no offense, Scrap It All, but I can't believe I'm even saying that because I've known some scrappers in my real life, and I never took interest in their world and what they do. But ever since I've seen your videos and Mike's and other people's, I'm like, man, this is so interesting, and you learn a lot. I just find it really fascinating. So I've missed you, D. I got a lot of hugs going your way, D. And I can't wait to see you again. But anyway, yes, I do like you, Mike. Okay, you caught me. Now I got to go back to not liking you because I'm going to ruin my rep that I got going on. But seriously, guys, go check out the Scrappers. There's Mike. He's the one that introduced me to Scrap It All there and some of the other ones. I got a sub to some of the other ones on your channel, Mike and Scrap It All, because you guys have some people on there that seem pretty cool. So I got a sub to them. But seriously, like I find all kinds of people, what they do for a living. I find it fascinating, even if it's something maybe I don't do or would do. But yeah, check out each other's channels. I'm at 8%, guys. I really got to get off of here this time. And I know Mike's going to say I'm blabbing too much, so I'm going to get off of here. I'm going to do you a favor, Mike. I'm going to do you a solid. How about that? I'm getting off of here. But I want to say thanks for joining me. I'll see you guys on the next one, okay? And take care. And you know what I always say, be kind. Be kind. It pays off. Bye, everybody. Bye.